Hey guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Jumping at Shadows by Fleetwood Mac, and specific the guitar work by Peter Green, which is, some people say it's probably his best guitar solo. So we're gonna check out the song, the structure of the song, how the rhythm guitar is played, and we cannot take the magic of this one night. I'm referring to the live recording in Boston from 1970. We cannot take the magic of this night back, but we can analyze and get the idea of it to somehow recreate such magic moments. So for those who don't know it, it's about this, something like this. I just start here on the solo. It's really wonderful blues. And so on, stuff like that. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, to somehow recreate the great sound, this crystal clear bell-like sound of Peter Green, which Gary Moore was also a big fan of his. Not only Gary Moore. Gary Moore bought his guitar. I didn't know that because he had a special pickup setting on his neck pickup, as far as I know. And so the yellow brownish 1959 Les Paul, which Gary Moore had, was Peter Green's. I think that was it. So that's first of all that. But I've here a Fender Twin reverb, and the spring reverb is pretty on a high level. So that's basically the sound settings which we are having here. So now let's first check out the rhythm guitar and then some ideas about soloing on this really great solo and great tune. Alright guys, it's blues, basically blues in G, but the form is a little bit special, and I'm somehow pretty sure the rhythm guitar is played with the thumb, because I try to get this soft sound. Maybe on the... I'm not really sure on which pickup is played, depends a little bit. But if it's played with the thumb, you just make with downstrokes, you know? Let me see this here. See? Yeah, and the pattern is really simple. Here power chord here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and on 4 end, when you change the chord, you make the open D string. Where you can avoid it, you don't do that. Well, I check it through. It's most of the times it's like that, but not always. See, so we go from G to C. 1 bar, and it's really slow. It's 48 BPM. It's really slow. So we have 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G. So and then we go to A, then to C, then to... I'm quickly gonna play it through for you, but I have the sheet music here. I don't know the thing by heart, so I quickly need my reading glasses. So let's play now, and this is the first part, the verse where the singing is like this: 1 G, open D string, C, open D string, G, and now it goes to A. Now goes to C, half bar, A, C, to D, G, C, G. So that was one verse, okay? And that is repeated 3 times. The third time, instead of ending the thing up with G to D, we stay on G. And then it ends to the guitar solo. The guitar solo is a little bit different. It's 2 bars C, 2 bars G. Now then it goes to 1 bar E, and there you cannot do this. It's not like this, just you play an E5. Then to C again. Then to A. And then D. Triplets at the end. I won't play the whole thing through, it's really simple. The chords are written in the description box below, so you can just follow through, okay? And then it goes back to the normal form which I explained at the beginning. So only the first part of the guitar solo is a little bit different than that before. And then it goes in this first part of the guitar solo, and then it goes twice again to the beginning, and at the last time when we come to the ending, G, then it makes G. It will something like this: G, and then A flat to back to G, but I think it's an A flat 13 and back down. So it's like this, the ending. Typical blues ending. Okay, so that's how the form of the entire song is. That's not much more to say. The rhythm guitar is really simple. It's a typical easy blues rhythm guitar. And the special thing is, the band first starts just guitar, then comes the second guitar, making lead, also a few chords, and then on the third time we will enter, then the drums come in, and on the guitar solo the bass comes in. This gives this really magical approach. Good. So as is a rhythm guitar, is really simple. Check the chords below in the description box, or download the tabs in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy if you want. And there's everything is just a rhythm guitar. Now let's check out the lead guitar, probably the more interest of you guys. So how do we create this really sweet sound? As I already said, it's could be a little bit more distortion. Yeah, let me quickly give more distortion on my guitar. As I said, it's a Fender twin reverb. A lot of spring reverb on it, and that's it. Now a little bit more gain. Yeah, now it's better. Has more fatness in the sound. So the thing is, which makes the solo so sweet, he switches between the G minor pentatonic in this position, in this, also this one here. These 3 positions are played in G minor pentatonics, but also G major pentatonics. The beginning, where he makes the fill-ins, he plays G major pentatonics. What is G major pentatonics? He's playing in the high positions. So you just move up this G minor pentatonic pattern here. You move it up in the 12th fret. Start here is the G on the 15th fret. This creates you the G major pentatonics, and that gives the sweetness of the these are licks which he's in fact playing, like bending in the 14th, pinky in the 15th, and also this one is played often. Here 15, 14, 13, 12, and then 12, 14, 12. I'm going to show you quickly how you can do that. The sweetness also comes from the chord progression. You don't really have to check the original guitar solo. He's not doing so much, but it's the magic of the night. Sometimes you have these magical nights where everything just pops into space, you know, and what had happened on that night. And the goal is that you really can create your own magical night just with this material, okay? So these are licks which are basically played in the first two verses. In the third, he starts to go to the regular minor pentatonic licks, but not so much, or like also something like this. 4th fret, 3rd fret, or also this. This is a lick which you can hear here. 12, 9. Well, the typical blues licks, you know. Now, when we go into the guitar solo, the first section is actually played with the minor pentatonics, the first 4 bars. So you just sit here. Okay? It's really something like this also shows up, like, and then when it goes to E, then you switch to the G major pentatonics, but in this case it's E minor pen, which is the same notes, but that's which creates the really. I'm going to show you. Now goes beginning of the guitar solo. Now it goes to E. Now we go. Then the whole verse starts again, and then you stay on the G major pentatonics and do the licks which are explained. And that exact change when it goes to E minor makes the magic, honestly, and it's great magic, of this tune. I'm gonna play the entire solo now. I'm explaining while I'm doing that. You see how it's really simple. I mean, the notes. I'm not a playing the exact notes, but just the idea of it. And together with the tune, that creates these magical moments, you know. Try to find your own magical moments. I'll show you. Now it starts with C, 2 bars. Where is it? Oh, I just missed it. Okay, here. Now. Now it goes to E minor. Now we stay on G major pentatonics. Also leave space, so and so on. Yeah guys, that was Jumping at Shadows by Fleetwood Mac or Peter Green. Was just specific on the Peter Green solo. There are some recordings in music history which just are the recording of a lifetime where you just hit the magical night, you know. This is one of those. There are many other examples, like I love Keith Jarrett and the Cologne concert. Also, they just put a mic there and it was a magical night, as probably also this one here. And or guitar CD Friday Night in San Francisco by Aldi Meola and Paco de Lucia. Also something which also like a magical night which was just kept. And this is that. And so this tutorial was not so much about what was played, because you cannot repeat magic from that night. It's just a magic which just happened out of the dynamics of the band, you know, and the audience and stuff like that. But I want to try to explain in this tutorial to you how it worked out. And the tune was actually great to create this kind of sweetness and this magical bluesy feeling. But it's also the moment, you know, when you play one note. How can you explain somebody when and with which exact attack you have to play this note? You know, and then the room also makes the sound and the audience and all that stuff. So I felt it didn't make so much sense in going into detail what he played, just the idea of it, and try to get the magic out of this night and this one recording. Yo, that's all I wanted to say. If you want to, I recreated a backing track. If you want to download that one, it's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, as well as the tabs of the rhythm guitar. But you also find the chords in the description box below. And get your Fender twin reverb out. Put the spring reverb up. You can hear it. It's typical spring reverb, you know, this sound. And make your own magical night. Me and Dr. Pink are playing a few notes more for you and saying goodbye.